Building a time wealth business is not about getting rich. It's about creating a balance of time and money so you can get back to doing the things you love most, whether it be spending more time with your family, traveling, learning new skills, or whatever you want. So the real question is, how exactly do you go about creating a time wealth business? Well, that's what this channel is all about, and each episode will give you another piece of the puzzle. And as a thank you for tuning in, I've put together a special presentation entitled The 8 Steps to Build Your Time Wealth Business. You can get it for free at www.timewealthsecrets.com/8-steps-free. See you in there. Hi guys, Sam Fury here. Welcome back to another episode of Time Wealth Secrets. Today we're going to talk about... hang on a minute. Go back. First, let me rant. I finally finished building the basics of the two websites, SF Nonfiction Books and Survival Fitness Plan, to a point where I'm going to swap them over, right? So this guy that ripped me off, I don't know if I explained it to you. I'll do a whole episode on it. I think the next episode I'll do is a whole episode on how not to get ripped off, right? So this guy ripped me off. So then I was like, oh man, I'll just do it myself. And because I'm on a very strict time limit, I guess I just figured out a way to do it really quickly. So basically what I did is I just did a basic design of the homepage, right? I used a template and then just filled in some stuff, put some pictures in, filled in some links, and then I copied over all the pages from the WordPress site. So that whole ordeal took me about half a day maybe of work. And then for the products, because I can't put all the different products for sale straight away, right? Because it'll take too long and I want to do it faster. So what I did is I just made the picture and just hyperlinks to the old website, right? Luckily, the old website is on, the sales funnel is on ClickFunnels, but the website was on WordPress. So including on WordPress, you would click to it and it would go to ClickFunnels like an outside subdomain, right? Some of you won't understand what I'm talking about, that's fine. But it's okay. So basically I just did the same thing. So now we can actually start building the funnels on SF Nonfiction Books and on Survival Fitness Plan. So what I'm going to do is build out the funnels on SF Nonfiction Books first with the books from Survival Fitness Plan. The Survival Fitness Plan training manuals, there's like 4 of them, right? 4 or 5. There used to be heaps. There used to be like 8, but then because that was when we included, I used to include like escape, evasion, and survival stuff in Survival Fitness, but now I've niched down more. So it's only like 4 or 5. And we'll create them first so then I can use those on the Survival Fitness Plan website, and then the funnel will be slightly different. And also we simplified the funnel because before it was going to be you buy the book, then you get the option to join a membership where you get all the books, access to all the books, and then if you didn't want that, then you downsell to just buying the series. But now what we're going to do is you buy the book, and then the bump will be like an audiobook and training schedule, or audiobook and interactive ebook depending on the book, and then the bump is you'll learn about that later in the Time Wealth Secrets, right? If you don't understand what I'm talking about now, you'll learn about it later. And then the upsell on the next page is get the series, right? And then the upsell on the next page will be get another series, a related series, or maybe all the books from the author or something like that from the same author. So there you go. So that's what's going on there. So right now the website is broken because it's swapping over, and I think there might be something to do with because it's pointed at WordPress. I don't know if they'll be able to point it to ClickFunnels. I don't know, but I'm gonna give it another day because it said it can take up to 48 hours, right, to propagate. But usually it happens within 4 hours, and it's been at least 8 hours now. So maybe today I'll get onto it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's weird that I hasn't probably. I might contact my domain provider and see what the go is. Oh yeah. Anyway, so that's what's going on with there. So I'll get onto that after this. But today's episode, right? So how to decide what to sell in your time wealth business. This is like step 3 or something of the Time Wealth Secrets manual, because I'm actually going through all the steps with Caro, who is my employee for SF Nonfiction Books, and we're going through the steps to make the funnels with this. So it's not exactly the same, but also so in this one we kind of like skips this one, but because we didn't need to, because we already know what we're selling, right? But for those of you that don't, this is what it is. Okay, so the main product, the first thing you make in a Time Wealth Secrets business is a course, right? Because then from that course you can easily create an ebook, which is the front end offer, and then your back end offer can be, and an audiobook, which is the bump, and then your back end offer can be like coaching, or just depends. You can even not have one if you don't want one, right? But so the first thing is to create a course. So how do you what are you going to create a course about? That's the thing. All right, so here's the steps. The first thing you do is you got to brainstorm ideas, right? What things are you interested in? What do you already know? What can you already teach, right? Or alternatively, what do you want to learn? A lot of my books, my original books, were just me wanting to learn something, and then as I learned it, I wrote down the process of how I learned it, right? And that became a book, and I decided to write books then because I didn't really know. If I knew now, I wouldn't have written a book. I would have created a course, right? But now I guess I can reverse engineer. I can just make those books into courses. I just don't have time. So if you out there want to turn any of my books into a course, let me know. And then you can just follow my book and turn it into a course. So there you go. There's if you don't have any ideas, there's one way you can do it. You can just do that. Get a book and then make a course onto it, right? But usually it's like, what do you want to learn? Or if you want to go faster, it's something you already know, something you can already teach other people, right? Okay, so you got your main ideas, or you got a whole bunch of ideas now. So what you need to do is get a niche within a niche within a niche, right? So every market, everything you want to sell, anything you want to sell, always falls into 3 things, right? It's either health, wealth, or relationships. Why the person buying your product or whatever, is it because they improving or whatever? Has it got to do with health? Has it got to do with wealth, or it has to do with relationships, right? And lots of things can fit into 2 of those categories. So you might be thinking, well, how did everything's out? Like let's say you're selling a cup of coffee, right? That could fit into health, because people like, if it's bulletproof coffee, right, that could fit into, or it can fit into relationships. People like to sit around and talk while drinking coffee, right? So for your course, let's say you're doing a course about well, let's say one of my, like, survival fitness, right? That definitely fits into health for me anyway. I think it fits into health. You could say it fits into relationships if people want to do it together or whatever. So everything fits into one of these core markets. Okay, now from that core market, you need to figure out your sub-market. Okay, so what's the sub-market you're going to get into? Let's take bulletproof coffee for an example. The core market is health. The sub-market is like nutrition or food, right? And then you need a niche, right? What's the niche of that market? Would be bulletproof coffee, right? Is the niche. Now you might think that's niched enough, but you want to actually go one step further into a sub niche, and that's going to be your idea, a niche within a niche within a niche, right? So how to something, and that's going to be your course subject. So you want to get down fairly deep, right? You want to go fairly deep. Okay, so then you want a niche within a niche within a niche. Core market, sub-market, niche, sub-niche, and then your idea, your how-to idea. Okay, once you've got that, once you've got a bunch of ideas, you're going to analyze them, okay? And pick which ones, or the best one to use. So how do you figure out that? Well, first of all, it's got to meet time wealth principles, right? Is it evergreen? Well, people in the sub-market, like the sub-market was health or whatever. No, the sub-market was coffee, right, or nutrition. Will they want to buy it? Will those people want it? Because that's where you're going to get your customers from, is that sub-market, right? Now, if they saw your course idea, would they be interested in buying it, right? So that's pretty much it, guys. That's how you figure out your idea. Now, once you've got your idea, before you decide your idea, there's also one other thing you got to think about. if you decide you want to grow more, right? So your first time off business, let's say you can comfortably make $5,000 or even $10,000 a month off it. But say you want more, right? Eventually you want to sell. You want time wealth. You want to invest your time into growing your company more. There's two ways to grow. One thing is to just repeat it. Just do it with a totally different subject and do it again, and then grow, right? It is one way to grow, but that will only get you so far. If you really want to grow big, right? Like just make a big company, you gotta concentrate on one thing. So in order to do that, you might want to pick something that you're very, very passionate about and that you really want to go into deep, right? For example, for me, it would be survival fitness plan. Now, do as I say, not as I do, right? Because I'm all over the place. The problem with entrepreneurs is that we have all these ideas and we want to fulfill them all, which is kind of stupid. But I'm going to cut myself off here, right? SF Nonfiction Books is going to go to Cairo. I'm going to do this Time Wealth Secrets thing, make a few small Time Wealth Secrets businesses just to see if it works. And if it does, then I'll make this. Then this will go out there, but then I won't. Then I'll leave it. Maybe I'll give this off to someone as well, and then I'll concentrate 100% on Survival Fitness Plan. Okay, that is it. So there's the two ways to grow. Is like you can repeat what you're doing, or you can find one thing that you're passionate about and concentrate on that, and then grow that upwards and outwards. Right? That's it, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you again next time. Bye. Thanks for tuning in to Time Wealth Secrets. I hope you found some value in this episode. If you did, please like and share it so more people can discover it and learn how to build their own time wealth business. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you can be notified as soon as the latest episodes are released. Finally, remember to claim your free presentation entitled The 8 Steps to Build Your Time Wealth Business. You can get it for free at www.timewealthsecrets.com/8-steps-free. See you next time.